Good morning, guys. Oh, this is gonna be loud. Our stop for today, Chuckwalla Raceway.
Starting route to Chuckwalla Valley Raceway.
Welcome to Chuckwalla, our little slice of heaven, literally in the middle of a desert. Today's gonna be awesome, and our first day testing the M2 with all the new modifications that we did. Brakes, seats, and it's actually our first dry day with all of the other stuff that we did, so like springs, bigger tires, bigger wheels. Should be a lot of fun. We're gonna head to the pits and start getting set up. Set up and good to go. That was fast. We'll be pitting with the WR Technica guys as always. Super excited because they always bring out some insane builds. We'll talk about the M2 in just a bit, but I figured we'd do a little Paddock walkthrough because some really incredible cars and some really fast cars here today. Which always, when you drive with faster drivers or faster cars, it's also going to improve your skills, which I'm super stoked for today as well. Lots of GT3s, lots of BMWs, because Bimmer Challenge season is upon us, and every month or so they're going to have different races for all the BMW guys, which I also want to enter into as well. So getting to drive with those guys will be really good too. Let's go see what's out here. Just a casual cup car. Oh my god, this is insane. Look at this lineup of cars, by the way. Of course, SoCal Drivers Club. Look at this though. Cup car, center locks, Lexan windows, like full on 911 Cup. That's the dream. This is so freaking sick. Hopefully this guy actually runs today. I would love to see this on the track. Now, Chuckwalla is a very interesting track. Track just went hot. I'm gonna head back to the car, do my tire pressures, and get ready to suit up and go out. We'll talk a little bit about what the plan is for today as well. All right, today we're gonna be rocking with the RS4s. Now, these aren't my usual tires. As you guys know, we run the RE71 RSs. Now, these aren't gonna be the fastest tire. The Hankook RS4s are not the fastest tire you can get, but they are going to be consistent. So we're not expecting to run crazy heaters today, but I am expecting to get a lot of track time in and a lot of laps and a lot of really good practice, which is good for when we actually get our normal RE71 RSs. So I think I'm going to drop into 28 PSI. It's a little bit warmer today. We're going to see how it feels and see how these tires react. And also, these do have the Laguna Day on them, so they're not technically new, but this should be fine. All right, first session. We're trying a new GoPro angle with the new helmet, so if it's bad, I'm sorry, I'll fix it after this session, but let's go out for our first laps here. There's a lot of traffic, so, but it's good because traffic means I can follow somebody for the first couple laps. I haven't been to Chuckwalla since NAS 2000 blew up. Last time we were here, we did the FL5, but it was counterclockwise. This time it's clockwise, so it's the actual configuration, which I haven't done in a while. I have the new brakes, the seat, the harness, which I'm wearing. Feels really nice. I'm excited to see how this thing handles on track now. So let's go have some fun. Reconvened. I'm still a little bit iffy on the tire pressures. I'm not crazy about the tires. Usually I can predict what the RS71RS is going to do. The RS71RS has like a specific feel, and I can kind of predict where it's going to take me, what it's going to do. With these RS4s, I don't know if it's just that I'm not used to it or what, but like, if this makes any sense, it doesn't have a specific feel. I can't tell if it's about to understeer or oversteer. And usually I can predict that with the RS70RS. These I'm gonna have to get used to. So our fastest time so far, 2:01. Ideally today we would like to see a sub 2-minute time. So kind of similar to Bud Willow. If we can get somewhere in the range of 59 today, I think that'll be, I'll be super happy. No matter what, it's a really great test day. These brakes are insane. Ultimately today, we're here to get experience and hopefully become a better driver ultimately, but get experience and figure out this car. I'll let this thing cool down a little bit, maybe watch some cars drive here, and get back out there and see if we can shave some time off. Oh, here's the Cup car. Vibrates my body. I love that. I love these cars so much. So fast. Those are the guys I need to get behind just so I can learn how they drive, because they are so good. Well, as you can see, today's definitely been an interesting one for me. Very low grip, but that's kind of good for us, and I'll explain more on that later on. But firstly, I'm going to apologize for number one, the mess of a GoPro day that I've had. It's too low on my helmet because I got a new helmet, and then I decided to put on the roll cage, not thinking about the wind noise that it would create, and also it's a little overexposed. I'm gonna figure this out for the next one, but this is the best that we have for today, so not too bad. I think it's a cool angle. You guys can let me know which one you like better once it's on my helmet at an appropriate angle. But this is going to be our second or third session of the day. As you guys can see, a very low grip day for me, so just kind of using the day to figure out the car and learn how the car slips and how I can correct and handle that, which is definitely necessary for me to drive this car. It feels like I'm on ice skates, but makes for a more interesting day. I'll let this next lap play through for you guys. Went out for our previous session, unfortunately still running that 201 time, and throughout the day the track's definitely gonna get warmer. It's gonna get warmer outside, and I think we'll be pretty lucky to go any faster. But no matter what, we're getting awesome driving experience, and I'm really learning a lot about the car. These RS4s have no grip. I feel like I'm on ice skates out there, but that's good. I need this car to oversteer for me so I can learn how to correct and how to control that, because I have no experience with that. As you guys know, the Type R is front wheel drive, and with that, it's definitely understeer and a different type of oversteer. Since this is the race car for the year and what we're prioritizing over everything, having this thing oversteer like this today is actually pretty good. I've had the guys at WR Technica also help me with some tire pressures to see if we could help adjust that, and nothing's really helping too much. And also, I'm just like sharing this as like kind of like a journal of my journey here to improve as well. I have so much to learn, and I feel like today is definitely a big learning day. And what I'm going to do now, I've been coming in really hot to the corners. I kind of feel like I'm driving this car like a front wheel drive car, where I kind of want to chuck it into these corners, whereas a higher powered rear wheel drive car, you kind of want to ease into the corner so it sets you up for a great exit. And that's what I'm going to try coming up next. Oh my gosh, big line of cars coming out. Let's see if we can improve. If we can, that'd be great. We'll give it one last go because they're about to change the track configuration to counterclockwise. But also, look at this. How was it? Good? Better? Well, as the day goes on, the day gets hotter. I'm not going any faster, but what I am noticing is the insane consistency that I'm able to hold between that 201 to 203 time, which is insane. Like I said, I'm learning a lot about the car and how to control the car when it does slip out from under me, which I'm going to use today for that purpose, so that when we get even grippier tires and kind of know what to expect when the car gets loose. Look who's here. Brian brought his 32 out, and I come bearing gifts. One for you. Oh, dang, yeah, you be eating that. And then, got another one too. Oh, Bubblicious. Bubblicious, all right. But for me today, this is something I like that you guys should actually try out too if you're, I mean, not only driving, but like into sports or anything. Some hydration. This will just give me the power to shave off those 2 seconds. So the day's gonna get hotter, the track's gonna get hotter. it's gonna be more difficult for us to go faster. So we're just gonna get seat time and get a lot of practice in the car and just, like I said, improve today. Code Dustin for 20% off of anything on Ghost. During track days, hydration is a necessity. Instead of drinking something like Gatorade or anything like that, in like a container, or you can get these little sticks, which I think are pretty convenient, and I keep them in my bag all the time. Cheers.
What's up?
You ready for some counterclockwise action?
Dude.
Before we go out, I want to show everybody your car real fast.
Sure. Yeah.
You've seen it before, but there's a couple modifications to it.
A couple new things.
So Brian brought out his race car R32.
Yeah.
I definitely miss my race car R32, but
I'm out here doing it for you, man.
you are, yes,
Doing
you
it
are.
for you.
This thing is so sick, man.
There's a few similarities here. Is the actual same splitter that you have on your car is going on this car.
And the wing.
And this is the exact wing. We actually used your measurements along with your installation video to do all of this. So yeah, it actually helped.
There you go, brother.
But,
So this thing is really cool. Brian and I are about to go out for our final sessions of the day and go run some counterclockwise.
Counterclockwise. So my next event, Nissan Challenge, is counterclockwise. That's why we're here today. I thought I learned everything I needed to going clockwise, and then Dustin informed me it's actually counterclockwise. So now we're gonna go out and learn the track backwards.
Let's do it. It's gonna be fun. We didn't get much faster today, but we were consistent. And I did tell you guys at the beginning of the day, these tires are not a fast tire, but they are a very consistent tire, which was awesome. To be able to put down like 40 laps today, and all in the same range of 201 to 202. Pretty insane. The RS4s, I will say, are a fantastic endurance tire and something that can be consistent, and I got to learn a lot about the M2 today. Number one, the brakes are insane. The new Giro disc and endless pads, perfect combo for that car, and I have ultimate confidence braking as late as possible, which is sick. That's definitely gonna help long-term in the coming track days, which is super sick, especially when we get a proper sticky tire like the R71RS is. We're gonna have way more experience, a lot more confidence, definitely be able to dive way deeper with the M2. But for today, we can just have fun. I still gotta drive home in the M2. We didn't trailer it today, so I need to keep that in mind, but the tires have lasted. Still pretty awesome. So we're gonna go out and have fun. Like I said, they swapped the configuration, so now we're running counterclockwise, which will be just a fun, exciting way to end the day and go run some fun laps. There's a couple of really awesome cars out there, so I think we'll go out for a couple more laps. All right, well, very successful day. We got, well, actually we should see how many laps we actually got, but now for the fun part, getting this thing set up and ready to go back home. Actually, while this is doing this, let's see how many laps we ran today. Definitely not as much space as the Type R, but again, pretty cool that we can drive this thing all day and drive it back home. How many laps did we do today? Chuckwalla. Today we did 34 laps. 34 laps in clockwise, counterclockwise. So we did about 40 laps today. 40 laps, consistent, 201, 202, and we're about to drive this thing home. That's pretty cool. And to be able to, actually, like these tires, the wear on these tires are fantastic. For endurance racing, these would be sick. And endurance racing is a whole other conversation I want to bring up to you guys at some point, but I'm stoked with today's data. I could definitely be faster, and more experience will help with that, but the consistency and the experience of just getting to know this car even more, very, very good. So, time to load everything up and we'll get on our way home. Well, Chuckwalla, it's been real. Massive thank you to the guys over at SoCal Drivers Club, the best track organization here in Southern California. No groups, we got to run all day and it was amazing. And also special thanks to Will and the WR Technica guys for always taking care of us and allowing us to pit with them. Chuckwalla was awesome, but now after 40 laps, we get to drive the M2 home. So see you guys back at the shop.